All right. Billy Joe Saunders and Clarissa Shields, man, thank you for the comedy. I needed it, man. We stuck in this house, can't go do the things I usually would want to do, man. So I'm searching boxing media and, reading a lot of different articles, getting things, just getting my boxing fix. So I run across, this conversation is going on about Billy Joe Saunders having been suspended for saying something absolutely stupid on camera. Then Clarissa Shields comes back and says something that I loved every second of that video. Gonna forward it to my daughter and say, listen to what Clarissa Shields got to tell you. She ain't lying to you. So great comedy, man. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. So, man, look, do y'all remember the movie Friday? I watched it with my wife and kids, during, our quarantine stuff. We're having family movie nights. And I watched the original Friday, and one of my favorite lines in the beginning of that movie are when it's Craig and Smokey, right? Craig is running around looking for some money because he got fired. He said, man, I thought you were working today. He said, nah, I got fired. He said, man, then you have the day off? Like, yeah. Man, you got to be a stupid to get fired on your day off. So that's the first thing that I thought about, man, when I heard Billy Joe Saunders got suspended by the British Boxing Board of Control for doing a video about how to beat up your life partner if she starts getting on your nerves during the midst of the quarantine, man. It's like, dude, you think you gotta be a stupid son of a gun to get fired on your day off? You just sitting there practicing, hitting the glove, and think to yourself, what kind of stupidity can I come out with that will force people to suspend me, man? Man, Craig, stop stealing boxes, man. Stop stealing. What you trying to build, a clubhouse? Dude, what are you doing, man? Anyway, so Billy Joe Saunders says this nonsense, and rightfully so. There's a backlash. Okay? Rightfully so. Because you're sitting there talking about domestic situations that are very sensitive in the world. And why would you get up there, start punching bags and talk about how you can beat up your spouse, man? Just amazing. You should be suspended for stupidity alone. Just because you're such a loose cannon that you will say absolutely anything for a joke. Cornball, you gotta go. Now, the only problem that I have with this suspension, though, is, all right, boxing's already shut down. What's the suspension gonna be? Now, I haven't heard that the British Boxing Board of Control is gonna how long they're gonna suspend him for, but what are you gonna suspend him for 6 months? He might not be fighting for another 6 months anyway. Or are you going to have the suspension start from the time that boxing is reinstated? Or are you going to give him a suspension of like a full 2 year suspension? More than likely, they will not be doing that. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they suspended that dude just long enough where he can immediately fight as soon as all of the quarantines and all that stuff are over in the UK and in the United States. His next fight is supposed to be against Canelo Alvarez. We hear Gennady Golovkin. You hear Billy Joe Saunders. You hear either Gennady Golovkin or Billy Joe Saunders. I have no idea which one of those fights are going to happen first. It seems as if certain people are trying to push for the Billy Joe Saunders fight. I heard Teddy Atlas, talk about Gennady Golovkin being washed up and being a shot fighter. So I guess his hat is in the ring for Billy Joe Saunders. But obviously, none of these guys know the name of Jamal Charlo for some crazy reason. But anyway, that's another subject altogether. But Clarissa Shields gives her response. Clarissa Shields' response was the best. Absolutely the best. And she gives a little tutorial on how to defend yourself if somebody wants to listen to the advice that Billy Joe Saunders gave them. If they want to hit you with that, if they want to hit with you that right and come back with a left to hit you, to knock your block off, then you just duck down low and punch through it. Absolutely love it. But, you know, amazingly enough, Clarissa Shields gets pushback, and people want to know why shouldn't Clarissa Shields be suspended? Shouldn't Clarissa Shields be suspended for that? Why would she? Why would she? Let's look at what the two people that were said, the two things that were said. One guy said, if a lady is bothering you and talking to you too much, this is how you can inflict injury upon her. Another person says, Clarissa Shields says, if somebody tries to attack you and you're not strong enough to defend yourself, this is how you defend yourself. One person is talking about how you assault someone, and the other person and Clarissa Shields is talking about how you defend yourself from assault. One person's message is destructive, and the other one is constructive, by allowing you to exercise a right that you have, and that is one of self-defense. Nobody should have the right to put their hands on you, and you shouldn't be putting your hands on somebody that didn't try to put their hands on you. You know, basic elementary second grade type of stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, Dad, what do I do if somebody tries to hurt me? Stop them from doing so. Well, hey, Dad, what if somebody gets on my nerves and they're doing something that bothers me? Can I hurt them? No, you cannot. Keep your hands to yourself unless somebody tries to hit you. Don't start none, won't be none. So I find the whole thing absolutely hilarious, because it brings out the hypocrisy of people on all ends. Number one, the WBC is all quick to say something about Billy Joe Saunders and condemn Billy Joe Saunders for what he said in his video. Now, the WBC condemned him. Why didn't you allow? Why were you celebrating the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Sergey Kovalev then? Why did you have a belt on the line and on a fight between Canelo Alvarez and Canelo Alvarez and Sergey Kovalev? Sergey Kovalev didn't joke about it in a video. What he did was he actually did that. And he not only did he do it to the female, he did it to the dog too. Why did you put a belt that didn't even have to be in the ring? Why did you support Sergey Kovalev, Canelo Alvarez so much for the WBC? But you're willing to chastise Billy Joe Saunders, who holds the WBO. But we'll also see whether or not, if Billy Joe Saunders actually does fight Canelo Alvarez, whether or not the WBC will still have their franchise belt in the ring with him. Yeah, whatever. Flat out hypocrisy. Okay. Now, is that hypocrisy? No, it's not hypocrisy. It's just you're being kind of selective about who you want to get on. Now, the other thing is the people with Clarissa Shields, people that knee-jerk try to defend Billy Joe Saunders because he's just joking. You guys had conniptions when Deontay Wilder said he wanted to catch a body, even though I don't think Deontay Wilder was joking. He still said it. Oh, no. But no, slapping up your girl. Yeah, hey, no problem. But then you want to get on Clarissa Shields for saying nothing other than this is how you defend yourself from this stupidity, right? Maybe she hit just a little too close at home for some of you dudes, and you didn't want your wives and you don't want your wives and your girlfriends to listen to her. Anyway, my hat goes off 100%. My hat goes off to Clarissa Shields for her response to that. Clarissa Shields is growing on me day after day after day. I do understand why people like her so much. That I thought that was an absolutely great public service announcement. Billy Joe Saunders needs to be suspended for 2 years. Clarissa Shields needs a public service award for what she did, and that's all there is to it. But anyway, you let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.